بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. أما بعد أحبتي في الله. The question of today: what is intention and how it's important in the actions? This is a lengthy discussion, and actually one time I made a course with over 40 hours about this. We called it Al-Umuru Bimaqasidiha. Matters are according to the objective, which means the intention. But let me take the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ when he said, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ إِنَّمَا لِلْحَصْرِ. So indeed, it's exclusively that action is according to the intention. So the intention has to be attached with the actions. What is the intention? القصد للشيء مقرونا بالفعل. That to aim to do the action and that attached to that actions. To aim to do it while you are doing it. Now let's say I'm having the intention of Hajj, for example. That does not count because I have not started the Hajj yet. I have the intention to pray Fajr. That does not count because they're not even time for Fajr yet and not attached to that. So when you are attaching to the action, so it should not precede the action with like a gap, and it should not delayed after the action. So the intention should attach with the action, comes with the action. I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody, he gave money, and then after he gave it, he said, oh, you know what? I'm counting that as zakah. Is that count? No. If he made the intention while he giving it, so you know what, in his heart, he considers zakah, that's count. He doesn't have to say to the person, this is zakah. No, it's not a condition. But he hasn't put in his heart, this is zakah. He cannot claim it after that is a zakah. Let's say now somebody, he's making not wudu, but it's like wudu. He's washing his face, making madmada and sishaq, and then he after he washes his hand, madmada and sishaq, and he washes his face, he says, you know what? Let me continue making wudu. When he started, maybe he's just washing his hand, washing his face because of maybe hot water. He want to cool down. But then after he washed his face, he made the intention to continue making wudu. Does that count? Why is not? Why is not? Because when he washed the face, he didn't wash it with the intention of making wudu. And washing the face is obligatory. So the other part, even if he didn't make the intention, it's fine. But when it comes to the beginning of the action, it's obligatory one, he has to make the intention. If he didn't make the intention, it does not count. So the intention that something in the heart, he doesn't have to say it out loud. Do you have to say, I want to pray Isha prayer? Do you have to say it? No. There's one lady, she was like praying, said, oh, I'm praying Isha prayer according to the time zoning of city of London, and all of these things. She doesn't have to say it. No. Do not say it out loud, the intention. وَالْقَصْدُ لِشَيْءِ بِنِيَّةٍ أَتَتْ بِنِيَّةٍ مَحَلُّهَا الْقَلْبُ ثَبَتْ. The intention here in the heart. However, there are two times where it allow for you to say the intention out loud. Umrah and Hajj, that you say Allah, لبيك اللهم عمرة, لبيك اللهم حجة. That's one position. The second one, the mustankih, The person that he has a constant doubt, if that would help him to reduce that level of doubt, then he should, say it out loud. Not he should, it's allowed for him, it's allowed for him to say it out loud. If that would help him. Some people that, have a constant doubt, always. Did they make the intention or not? Did they have this or not? If it would help him, that person, to reduce the level of doubt, then it's permissible for that person to say it out loud. They call it mustankih, kathirul waswasa. So you should not say it out loud in a normal situation. This is, some of the condition. The condition, that first condition, has to be in the heart, and the second condition attached with the action. Let's assume now a person, he stood up and he took a shower. When he took a shower, in his intention, in his heart, he's making the shower to prepare himself for the Friday prayer, as taking that, sunnah or wajib according to different opinion. But he's making the ghusl al-jum'ah. After he concluded his ghusl, he remembered that he has janabah. He had a wet dream. Is that ghusl suffice for him? He had complete ghusl. He made ghusl for Jum'ah. Is that suffice for him? No, it's not. It's not. Because he didn't have the intention to do the obligatory ghusl to left the hukm al-janabah. Yes, he's clean now, physically, but the hukm al-janabah is still there because he doesn't have no intention for this. He made the ghusl. So the intention is important because the intention differentiates between what is aada and ibadah, what is habit and an act of worship. And also the intention differentiates between the different types of act of worship. Let's say now somebody, he's praying 2 rak'ah in the morning after the Fajr Adhan. And those 2 rak'ah, what makes that difference between the 2 rak'ah of Sunnah, Raghibat al-Fajr, and the 2 rak'ah of Fajr itself? What makes difference between them? Nothing but the intention. It's the 2 rak'ah, same way. What's making this Sunnah and this is Farad? Your intention. What's make this ghusl? It's just to clean up, or this ghusl for janaba. What's make it? The intention. So the intention is matter. The intention is important. Now the last point before I conclude. The Prophet said, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Indeed, action are according to the intention. This statement, it's problematic a little bit. How? إنما الأعمال بالنيات. هل معنى ذلك أن صحة الأعمال بالنيات أو أن كمال الأعمال بالنيات؟ هل النية شرط صحة أم شرط كمال؟ So the Prophet when he said إنما الأعمال, indeed action is according to the intention. What that does mean? Action are not valid unless you have intention, or action is not complete unless you have intention. Is it essential condition that you have the intention, so the action is not valid? Or the intention will make it perfect? So, in other words, if there is no intention, is that action still valid or not? Is count or not? So, النية هي شرط صحة وليس شرط كمال. شرط صحة. In order the action that to be acceptable and be valid, and you get its reward, you have to make the intention. Intention, it's something unbelievable. When you understand the intention, you will gain reward more than what you think. Because you could, in some cases, multiply the intention, make all your habit as an act of worship, and you will be rewarded for it. Why? Because of your intention. I will continue, inshallah, with this later on, with the ahkam al-niyya, but it's something that, as I just told you, it's something important. All of us, we should really get the knowledge about the intention, because not only we need to correct your intention, we need to maximize the benefit of all our actions. While we're doing the action, somebody asks you to help him to push the car, okay, or ask you to cut the grass. So you know what, I'm going to help him. What is your intention? What is your intention? So I'm just helping him. Okay, you're going to get the intention according to this only. But if you know how to play with your intention, your reward will be increased. One of Salihin, he said, I count my bedtime before even my work time. إني أحتسب عند الله نومتي قبل قومتي. How is that? Because of his intention. While he's sleeping, he will be rewarded. While he's eating, he will be rewarded. While he's doing his normal action, he will be rewarded. Subhanallah. And why is that? Because he's like always questioning and testing his intention. We need, inshallah, to know more about it, so we need to maximize our benefit. Okay, we'll take one question. Okay. Yes, even for ghusl and wudu, if you have valid ghusl and complete ghusl, that suffice for you. You don't have to have a wudu, and you don't have to have the intention. لأن الطهارة الصغرى تندرج تحت الطهارة الكبرى. So we have a major tahara, which is ghusl. The minor one is included under the major one. So if you have a valid ghusl and complete ghusl, that's enough for you to perform your prayer. Regardless. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we will talk about that. So if you make wudu for sunnah, you can pray farad, you can do whatever you want. If you make wudu for farad, you can do whatever you want. But if you make wudu for something not required to make wudu, that's a different story. So now, in order to pray sunnah, I need to make wudu. Yes? Then that wudu valid for any other actions. But if I make wudu to enter the graveyard, is that allowed for me to pray with that wudu? No. And that's another story. That's why I said the intention is something unbelievable we're talking about. Yes? I made the intention to touch a mushaf. Can I pray with that wudu? Yes, I can. I made a wudu to read the Quran. Can I pray with that one? No. Why is that? Because it's not allowed for me to touch a mushaf without wudu. Then that wudu, listibahat mamnu', I could perform any other things. But it's not required for me to make wudu to read the Quran. I made it myself. I want to increase my reward. I want to increase my concentration. Doesn't matter what's the intention. But it's not required for me to make wudu for reading Quran. It's not allowed for me. If I do that, I cannot even touch a mushaf with that wudu. So let's be careful how you are making your intention. We will talk about that more. وَلْيَنْوِ رَفْعَ حَدَثٍ أَوْ مُفْتَرَضٍ أَوْ اسْتِبَاحَةً لِمَمْنُوعٍ عَرَضٍ. I told you I had like 40 hours about just this subject, so we cannot summarize it in a few minutes. Inshallah, we'll continue more about it. May Allah grant the best for all of us, and may Allah accept all our good deeds. Ameen. Subhanakallah bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.